Again, YouTube, what's the deal? All right, welcome to Casa de la Mac, coming to you live once again. Going to give you these wide receiver, tight end, starting sits for the week 14. Just me and Maryland hanging out, chilling. My homeboy Jake, he's out in sunny Arizona. What's up, Jake? Miss you, bruh. Can't wait for you to get back, man, so we can continue to do this thing. All right, fellas and ladies, thank you all for tuning in, and here we go. All right, so we're gonna start with wide receivers. Don't have a lot, but I got a couple people who may not be on a lot of people's radar, but probably could help you in this playoff run. And I want to start out with my main man, Josh Gordon. I know a lot of people, have heard me talk about him, and I do think highly of Mr. Gordon. But I mean, he's a pure talent, plain and simple. This past game, I mean, he's been out of football since 2014. Going against Casey Hayward last week, who's no slouch by no means. He's a great cornerback, actually. And he ended up with like 85 yards on 4 receptions. So that's pretty doggone good. And the main thing that I look at is Huntley looks for him. I mean, he got 11 targets. That's typically what, you might see DeAndre Hopkins, Antonio Brown, some of these guys get on a consistent basis. So if he's looking for him already, I mean, this early, he's a guy you want to, take a look at. And again, I mean, the dude is only 26 years old. If you watch the game, you can see, I mean, he was running the routes like he never missed a game. I mean, he's just bad. He's a bad man. And he's only 26 years old. And I know this right here is something for, the future, like next year. You know what I mean? But the dude's only 26. I mean, you look at Antonio Brown, 29. Julio, 28. AJ Green, 29. Dez, 29. I mean, the dude he's still young talent. You know what I'm saying? And so for any of you guys, and gals that are in dynasty leagues, he might be somebody you want to take a look at and just hold on to. But as far as week 14, I would definitely roll him even as a flex, a wide receiver 2. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have decent wide receiver 1s, but I mean, I wouldn't be afraid to start Josh Gordon this week. And then going against the Packers, I mean, it's the Packers. You know what I'm saying? And what can I say? The Packers can't stop nobody, really, to be honest with you. So Josh Gordon's a go. I feel real good about it. All right. And the next guy, Dontrelle Inman. I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, what? Dontrelle Inman. But yeah, Dontrelle Inman is very consistent. That's what we're looking for right now, consistency. He scored 10 plus points, fantasy points in the past, few weeks. I mean, that's pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing. They're going against the Bengals. Burfict, Pac-Man Jones, probably not going to play, with the whole fiasco and everything that happened in Pittsburgh, last night. So if you got these guys that's going to already be out with already a banged up defense, Dontrelle Inman is, he looks pretty good. And, then that whole offense, man, Fox needs to get on point. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they need to run Howard, no doubt. Cohen, I don't understand why he's not, being played like he should be. But Dontrelle Inman is very consistent. He's been consistent for like the past few weeks. So he's a good play this week. Definitely a good play. All right. Now I got a couple of sits. First and foremost, we want to go with Mr. Dez Bryant. Man, he's been a disappointment. Me being a Dez owner myself, I can sit here and say, Dez, well, that whole situation in Dallas has been really bad. You know what I mean? Starting with Zeke, and it was kind of like a snowball effect, from this point on. But Eli Apple is probably going to be, on Dez. Landon Collins is going to be the guy. He's going to, help out a lot. Landon is a, very good safety. He does a lot of help in that secondary. And again, like I said in the previous video, they're going to step the D up. I mean, tremendously. New York is going to set a precedence, with this whole situation, with the coaching change and all that stuff. they're going to set a precedence, and they're going to start with the defense. And again, like I said, in last night's video, they're going to start with attacking Dak. The run game is not going to be able to take form. So Dez is going to be of no effect. Now, I understand if he's your stud, you got to play him. I mean, I get it. Excuse me, but like I said, this is crucial time. Week 14, week 15, you go into the playoffs, you're going to need sure bets. And you don't want to mess around with a maybe as far as Dez is concerned. That's just not good. I see somebody said drop Dez back in week 4. Yeah, that was a good look. Because, I held on to him and I should have been dropped him. But, hey, what are you going to do? And let's go with Carolina. I know I'm, repping my Carolina Tar Heel. Excuse me. Where did Tar Heels come from? I can't stand the Tar Heels. I live in Carolina. I'm a Georgetown Hoya fan. Anybody out there that's a Georgetown Hoya fan, comment down below. Rep the Hoyas. But I like the Panthers because I'm North Carolina. I like them. I know a lot of good people who like the Carolina Panthers, so we got a lot of stuff in common there. But here's the thing: Devin Funchess, don't play him this week. I know he's questionable already, but all the talk has said that he is going to play. But man, going against Xavier Rhodes, I wouldn't do it. Whew, that's going to be ugly. So, and that whole defense, man, has just been tremendous. They're second in the NFL holding opponents to around 200, 280 yards. That's pretty doggone good. And Cam's, he doesn't have a lot of weapons. He got CMC, Jonathan Stewart. It's not, that team going forward is going to be pretty good. Next year, you'll see a totally different Carolina Panther team. Again, like I said, I'm not discrediting or counting them out by no means. And they still got a chance. But this week, Devin Funchess wouldn't be the guy I would plug in at all. I'm telling you. Like I said, number one, Xavier Rhodes. I could cut it right now. Just Xavier Rhodes. That's it. The dude is a beast. But yeah, he's one. I wouldn't even look at. He had a great game last week. That's true. But Xavier Rhodes. So here we go. All right, let's move on to tight ends. I'm gonna try to roll through it a little bit. So maybe I can try to answer a few of these questions. I see questions coming through. You know what I'm saying? Should I start Robbie Anderson, Marvin Jones, also Michael Thomas and Julio? Yeah, Robbie's a good play this week. Jones, I'm not too sold on because we don't know what the situation is with the quarterback. But yeah, Anderson definitely. He's a good one. Who should we start for Gronk? Well, let's go into the tight ends and we're going to get to a couple of them. All right, we're going to start with Evan Ingram versus the Cowboys. Like I said, not only, are the new coaching staff is going to try to, establish that defense, but the offense is going to be, it's going to start with Evan Ingram. Eli's back. Evan and Eli, they have this rapport. It's pretty good. And then again, this is going to be another team, believe it or not. Next year, they're going to be awesome, man. I'm going to tell you. You get Beckham back, you know what I'm saying? Brandon Marshall, they'll probably go in free agency or even in the draft and look for another young receiver. It's a couple of good receivers coming out. They're going to do something about the running game. But as it stands right now, with that nucleus, you get ODB back, Evan, Eli, of course. They're gonna be pretty good. But again, Evan Ingram's a good look this week against the Cowboys. Heck, he had almost 100 yards and a TD with Geno. Man, no disrespect, Geno, if you're watching. You're cool with me, but hey, you ain't starting for my team. So if you can do that with Geno, Eli's a little bit better, no doubt. All right, another guy I like is Ben Watson. And, going against my Pittsburgh Steelers, Blitzburg, they're hurting a little bit this week. My hat's off, my prayers are off, to Shazier. Hopefully the whole situation is going to turn out good. But, I don't know. That's a tough situation. We're still looking to see what's going on with that. But if he's out, Watson's definitely a good play, because Shazier is, typically the guy that kind of hovers around that middle of the field, excuse me, and and covers the tight ends. That's why they've been so successful. Speaking of Pittsburgh, that's why they've been so successful. Somebody says, that's an interesting pick. He's under the radar. Yes, indeed. I'm telling you, Ben Watson, he might win some people some money in some cash games this week. I'm telling you, Ben Watson, if you look back, he's actually one of Flacco's favorite targets. Woodhead's been doing okay. They're trying to cycle Buck Allen into the mix a tad bit. Collins is he's pretty much, I guess you would say, the bell cow of that team. But like I said, these passing backs that they have is kind of making up for the lack of wide receiver help. They got Mike Wallace. He's a speedster. But that's about it. But Ben Watson is a good play. I like Ben Watson. Somebody says Ben Watson to Jack Mother Doyle. I got to go with Jack Doyle. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm trying to get some people who are kind of under the radar, that are probably still out on the waiver wire. But hey, if you got Jack Doyle, you roll with Jack. Jack is all that. I can rap better than that, but that's just kind of flowed. But anyway. All right, so listen. Now we're going to go into some sits. And I want to start out with Kyle Rudolph going against the Panthers. Simply, it's basically this right here. Luke Kuechly is phenomenal. I mean, the dude is a beast. I mean, he runs probably like a 4.5. I mean, the dude, he's fast, man. So he's going to be covering Kyle Rudolph all game long. I can't really see Kyle. If they get into the red zone, okay, it might be a chance. You know what I mean? Because that offense, the Vikings offense is pretty good. But it's going to be centered around Thielen, Diggs, Latavius probably. You know what I mean? But Kyle Rudolph, you'd have to temper your expectations. But, excuse me, I would sit him this week. And if you got a better option, definitely I wouldn't play him this week. This should be obvious, but some people are going to think because Grunk's out, they're going to be like, oh, okay, let's roll Dwayne Allen or whoever else they got. I'm telling you, I'm imploring you, don't play any tight ends from New England at all. It's just one of those situations, man. It's just not going to be. Well, Belichick, you know how he does. First of all, he hates fantasy. I'm pretty sure of it, but it's just not going to be one of those situations that they're going to use the tight end like they would when Gronk was in there. They're going to use Dwayne Allen as a blocker, basically. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be one of these games where you're going to see Burkhead and Lewis go off, preferably Burkhead. But that's what the deal is going to be. So stay away from those New England tight ends. All right. And last, and I saw a lot of people talking about Jimmy Graham. I can see it on the screen. But this is what I'm going to say. Temper your expectations with Jimmy. He's kind of like, a stud wide receiver. It's one of those situations where you got to go with your studs pretty much. But going against Jacksonville, man, that's going to be tough. Because the thing is, Pete Carroll's probably going to use him more as a extra offensive line, basically. Calais Campbell, Miles Jack, them guys are going to be head hunting for Russell all game long. Plain and simple. I mean, it's going to be ugly. You know what I mean? So Jimmy Graham is going to be, he's going to be one of those guys. Yeah, I said Jimmy Graham leads the league in red zone targets. Yeah, no doubt. And again, like I said, I agree with 100%. But that's the thing. They got to make it to the red zone. I'm telling you, it's going to be tough, man. Jacksonville, especially at home, they're pretty hard-nosed, man. But like I said, if you have them, you don't have any better options, roll with them. But like I said, you just going to have to temper your expectations when it comes to Jimmy Graham this week. All right. Well, I kind of rolled through that kind of quick, but that's pretty much all I had. Like I said, me and Jake, look up his videos. He got a lot of them posted as well. A lot of great content, man. And like I said, we having to do this separate thing right now, while he's on vacation and stuff like that. We'll be back. The Dynamic Duo will be back here pretty soon. But like I said, check his videos out as well. And like I said, I just want to open up and try to read a couple of these questions if I could, try to answer a few of them. But we'll also be answering them as the week progresses. It's a love show. How you feel about Kelsey? Thank you about that. Kelsey is a good look this week. I like Alex Smith a lot, and I'm sure Jake does as well. It's going to be one of those things, man. Mahomes is nipping at his heels, man. You know what I'm saying? Alex Smith had a great game this past week, but Mahomes is the future. You know what I mean? So Alex Smith's going to have to continue to, play well, and he loves Kelsey. So, yeah, roll with Kelsey. Funches or Shepard? I have to go Shep. Eli's back again. He's one of those targets. That he prefers. So definitely go with him. Jimmy G or Keenum. Man, I like Jimmy G this week, and I know Jake does as well. But that's a tough one. I say Case Keenum. Go with Case. Case has got the better ensemble of weapons. Let's see. Don't be scared to drop Kareem Hunt, guys. I dropped him. Kenyon Drake. I mean, that's a tough one, man. I don't know. He hadn't been playing that well, but he could come through in the playoffs. But hey, that's ballsy. But I saw you said Alex Collins. I like Alex Collins, so that's a good one. Any word on Greg Olsen? Hadn't heard anything as of yet. Even the local news and the beat writers, I hadn't heard a lot here in North Carolina as of yet. So just stay tuned. We'll try to keep you in touch with that. Should I bench Brady this week? No. Although I don't like Thomas Brady, man, don't bench him. No, I can't bench Thomas. Josh Gordon and Doug Baldwin. Again, and I'm trying to take my heart out of it because, like I said, I'm a huge Josh Gordon fan. And I like Doug Baldwin, but in the same token, Josh, to me, has the highest upside of any wide receiver in the game right now. Like I said, dude hadn't been playing since 2014, and he just, boom, basically come off the street and had 85 yards off four catches. So I go Gordon. Let's see, Goff or McCown? Let's go Jared Goff, man. Let's go Jared. I like McCown this week, but Goff, they're trying to, make this push, at the very end here to set a precedence, man. And let's go Goff. He's also a safer play. Let's see. There's another ASJ or Jack Doyle. Got to go with Jack Doyle. Stay with Jack, baby. Stay with Jack. Let's see. I don't see any more coming through. Don't see any more. I appreciate, me and Jake both, man. We appreciate all y'all support. Please like, share, subscribe. Links are at the bottom. Continue to support us. Like I said, we'll try to get to all you guys' questions. You know what I mean? It's just the two of us right now, but we're making it do what it do. You know what I mean? And we're doing it for you guys. All right. Wish I had a little background music playing. So I need wide receiver targets. I'm leaning towards dropping Diggs. I don't know if I drop Diggs just yet. I'd hold on to him. What's up, Big Mac? Yo, what's the deal? All right, Carr or Taylor. Oh man, let's go with Derek Carr. Derek Carr's got the weapons. Let's go with Derek. All right. Jared McKinnon or Devontae Freeman. Got to go with Free, baby. Although I like McKinnon this week. I like his matchup and everything, but you got to stay with your studs. Carr, Keenum. I think I answered that one already. Yeah, I got to go Keenum. Got to go with Keenum, baby. I have Buffalo defense. Should I still get Doyle? Yep. Yes, indeed. I'm not too fearful of having, opposing defenses or players. I mean, it's actually pretty good. It works out. But you start Funches, I missed that one now. It'll pop up here back again in a minute when it populates. Marilyn, you doing all right? Yeah, she cool. Pats D or Ravens D. Jimmy Smith being out. I still like the Ravens, man. Suggs, them boys, man. Them boys is tough, man. Green Bay defense? Nah, I wouldn't mess with them this week. Like I said, Browns, I mean, they are who they are, but like I said, they have so much potential. You know what I mean? Kaiser looks He looks like he's getting more comfortable. So I wouldn't mess with Green Bay's defense. No. Russell Wilson or Alex Smith. I'm going with Alex. Like I said, Russell's gonna be he gonna be running for his life the whole game, man. So I'm going with Alex. Funchess Lee or Mike Davis as a flex. Let's go Mike Davis. He's gonna get the volume, so we're going with Davis. Green Bay Chargers or Eagles D. Gotta go with the Eagles, baby. Eagles been balling. Eagles been balling. Tom Savage or Kaiser. That's a tough. Hey, because I'm telling you, somebody's gonna win some money this weekend off of that. But I think I'm gonna go with Tom Savage. Tom Savage and D Hop. That's a good cash game lineup right there. You heard it here first. Good lineup right there. Good combo. Titans defense or Patriots defense. Not your man, Tom Savage. I like that. Titans defense. Let's go with the Titans. They've been playing better ball. The running game kind of helps a lot. They're gonna slow the tempo down. Keeping the defense healthy, keeping them fresh. So we're going with the Titans defense. Excuse me. Trey Burton, Tyler Crow. Hey, if Ertz is out, we're going with Burton. We're going with Burton. Made playoffs this year. Hey, man, good looking. Hey, we appreciate that. We appreciate that. Me and Jake appreciate that, for real. Dion Lewis, yeah, like Dion Lewis. Like I said, him and Burkhead, they're going to share a lot, but it's enough volume for them both. Ricky Seals-Jones or Steven Anderson. Ricky Seals, he's been consistent, so we're going with Ricky. We're going to stick with Ricky. All right? Yes, indeed. Man, I need some water, y'all. Evans, Sterling, or Crowder as wide receiver 2. If that's Mike Evans, definitely going Mike. Definitely going Mike. All right, let's see. Julio Jones or Josh Gordon. Man, that's a tough one. I mean, again, you got to go with your studs. I like Julio, but yeah, go with Julio if that's the choice between the two. You know what I mean? But Gordon's going to be something special, man, I'm telling you. All right, y'all. Let's see. Marvin Jones, if Stafford is injured, no, don't like Marvin this week. Yeah, okay. Yep, definitely said yes, Evans. So, yeah, man, yeah, roll with Evans. Jameis Winston's back. Hopefully he ain't eating no W's like he did, man. That was crazy. I don't know what he was thinking about when he did that. But, yeah. See, Thielen, Diggs, or Crowder. I'm only playing 2 wide receivers this week. All right. We're going to go Thielen and Crowder. I don't typically like to go double up on the same squad, especially right now. Thielen is the number 1 in that offense, so roll with Thielen. Cousins of Goff. We're going Goff. Yep, going Goff. All right. Let's see. Cousins or McCown. Let's stick. We're going. Let's go McCown. Let's go McCown on that one. Julio. Let's see. Goff is playing Philly. Are you sure? Well, here's the thing. Goff has got enough weapons to be serviceable. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, Philly's a great defense, but here's the thing: it's gonna be a high-scoring game. I think high-scoring affair. So they're gonna have to keep throwing the ball in order to stay in the game. And Sammy Watkins has been balling. Sammy's been balling. Cooper Kupp. Running game is what it is. I mean, Gurley has been playing like he should have been playing last year. But now this offense is coming together. Sean McVay, I mean, he's a mastermind. I mean, it seems like everywhere he goes, the offense goes and it elevates as well. So, yeah, stick with Goff. I mean, like I said, if you don't have any better options, Goff is a good play. All right. Let's see. My opponent bench AB last night. Didn't even start Big Ben. Barely won by 4 points in Jungle. You guys helped out a lot. Well, we appreciate that, man. We do. We really appreciate it. I want to play 3 RBs this week and have Morris, Kamara, Hunt, and P. Ryan. Man, I got Burkhead. Okay, if you get Burkhead, go Burkhead. Man, it just phased out. Okay, Burkhead, Kamara, and Hunt. That's the play. All the Eagles, soft are just living up. It's one of those things. I mean, it's the wear and tear of the season. You know what I mean? They've been very consistent the whole year, offense and defense. You know, and it's just getting to that point. But hey, it's getting cold. They got 2 strong backs back there, Jay Ajayi, Big Blunt. They're gonna be okay. You know what I mean? So don't fear. If you got anybody out there that's got any stock in the Eagles, you know, don't fear. They're gonna be all right. They're gonna be all right. They're not the best team in that area because, of course, it's still it's messy. But for real though. All right. I don't see any more coming through. Okay, here you go. So how's your team doing in your league, Mac? Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you like this. I had David Johnson, first pick. I should tell you right there. But I mean, I did okay. I did all right. But it was a ripple effect. You know what I'm saying? It was a ripple effect. I had a lot of people that got injured, but I made do with it. You know, with what I had. Not gonna make the playoffs this year. I'm not gonna sit here in front and lie to you guys. But like I said, I have a bunch of injuries, and it's one of these things. When if I drop a player, somebody picked them up, they scored and went off that week. It's just been the way it is this year. But that's fantasy football, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, Goodwin or Stills on the waiver wire. I may have to go Goodwin. Stills is a good play, but not with old Smoking Jay. I don't like him with a color. I'm not feeling that. Not feeling that. All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna have to roll out because my throat's getting a little parched, and I don't want to fool around and start coughing on here, man, get embarrassed in front of y'all. But check it out. We're going to continue. Me and Jake were talking, and I think we're going to continue to do a little more live feeds for you guys. You know, when he gets back in North Cackalack, you know, we're going to continue to, you know, work our magic for y'all. And so we're going to do some more live feeds so we can interact with the people. You know what I mean? And we appreciate everything y'all doing. Like I said, please, whatever you do, continue to like, subscribe, you know, spread the word, you know. We're just a couple 2 dudes, man, who love, you know, fantasy football, love sports in general. You know what I mean? We want to keep this thing rolling, and we're gonna continue to help you guys. Have a good one, Mac. Well, appreciate you, man. Vision Dream Records. Thank y'all, all y'all. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Appreciate that. So listen, y'all have a good night. Be blessed, and continue to win. You know, and we here for y'all. Peace.